מהר יותר!
שוב נזיק על כתפינו, על זיעה מלוכה על מצחנו. אלוהים התשמע, שמעתנו הרבה, על סמלותינו. הושיענה, קולנו שמע, הושיענה. אלוהים נכנס, אור בארץ לנו. או השם,
Shushan Control, this is Protectorate Landing Vessel 6754. We have the Protector General on board requesting permission to land.
This is Shushan Control. We welcome the Protector General in the name of the Republic. You're free to land on Pad 5.
Haman, this better be good. I don't have time for scum like you.
Now, Protector General, I am the CEO of a galactic corporation with legitimate business interests throughout the Republic. We both advance the interests of the Republic in our own way.
Haman, every loyal servant of the Galactic Republic knows that you direct a cartel, galaxy-wide, trafficking slaves. You take a world for its resources, and then you pick it dry and leave it to rot behind you.
Malicious lies spread by my competitors, I assure you.
Your assurances are worthless. I read the intelligence reports. Hell, I have to write half of them. One day, we will have hard evidence, and you will go to one of Kessel's deepest minds.
Of course, Protector. I quite understand. You wouldn't want to be seen with the likes of me. People might begin to question your integrity.
I'm surprised you can even pronounce the word.
Well, imagine my surprise when my forensic accountants began looking into the construction contracts for that new protectorate station in the Yukon sector, finished only last month.
What exactly are you suggesting?
I am saying you are dirty, Protector. Beneath your careful facade of diligence and duty, you are scum, just like I am. You've been skimming hundreds of thousands of credits off the top, and nobody has even noticed. It's right there in the Republic financing records for everyone to see. Only problem is, they've been looking the wrong way.
At you?
Exactly. It's such a good thing my accountants found this first. We wouldn't want the Republic's beacon of justice to have his integrity tarnished now, would we?
What do you want?
Why? To do business, of course.
I'm listening.
You know, there's a lovely little planet in the solar system. Earth, I think the inhabitants call it. There's 7 billion of them, I'm given to understand.
And you want to enslave them?
Goodness, no. They're far too independent and impulsive to be of any use. It's the rest of it I'm after. The iron, the magnesium, a few other uncommon elements.
But the inhabitants...
Are in the way. Once they are down, it will just be a regular salvage operation.
That planet is designated as a reservation under the Intergalactic Preservation Treaty. You can't get away with plundering it.
Protect General. I'm surprised at you. You know as well as I do that that treaty only applies as long as the species holds the reservation. Were that species to, disappear, there would be no crime in mining that planet for its natural resources.
You think that I, just to keep my office, would allow you to extinguish 7 billion sentient life forms?
It's an excellent act, Protector. So noble that you would lay down your career and life for those few billion primitives. But it wasn't just the Yukon business, was it? You began your career as a humble pencil pusher, and after a number of unusual retirements, resignations, illnesses, and accidents nobody could have predicted, you finally found yourself occupying the grand office of Protector General. Imagine the Republic Senate learning about how your immediate predecessor contracted radiation poisoning. Protector, I hate to admit it, but you're almost as dirty as I am.
As soon as you enter that system, the officer on the ground will immediately send out a distress call to the fleet.
The fleet will be sent on an urgent mission to the Garduvian sector by midnight tonight. I hear they are having some trouble with pirates. By the time the fleet makes it to Earth, there will no longer be a reservation, and the Protectorate will no longer have a mandate there. I will see to the primitives personally. See that you hold up your end of the bargain. One last thing. Should I suffer an untimely demise, your true career history will be published on the Holonet for all to see. And I would hate to lose a business associate of such integrity.
The Protectorate fleet has been diverted to the Cartuvian sector, as you foresaw, Your Excellency.
Excellent. When we enter the Sol system, the fleet will hold position at the 5th planet, while I deal with the primitives personally. Make the jump to light speed. This will be satisfying.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes. Are you from around here or are you just visiting?
Well, actually, I'm down here to talk to you.
Me?
Yes, you're the intelligence officer at Oceana, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, by the time you reach your desk at Oceana, you will find that there's a message waiting for you. It will say that at 0500 hours this morning, a group of 9 objects have entered our solar system traveling at high speed. 8 of them will have stopped at Jupiter, and the 9th is heading towards Earth at high speed. I'm here to protect you from these threats. And you think I'm crazy, don't you?
Yes.
I don't blame you, but you'll soon discover that what I'm saying is true. These aliens are not coming to make first contact. They're coming to this planet to kill every human and rip this planet apart, to take all of its resources. I have some information that your government will need if it wants to stop this. Look, take this watch, put it on your wrist. If I'm some nut job, what harm will it do?
All right.
Are you ready?
Ready for what? Where are we?
This is my ship.
Where are we?
We're hovering about 20 meters above the Hilton.
Talk about the presidential suite.
Yeah, I like the irony.
So why have you brought me here?
To prove that I'm not just some quack.
You haven't proven anything, even though you do have a ship hovering above the Hilton.
I guess not. Come over into the cargo bay. I want to show you the universe.
Yeah, my high school prom date promised me that.
But I can actually deliver. Voila!
Oh, Jesus!
He isn't out here, nor is Elvis. At least we haven't found him yet. So here's the deal. The human race is a protected species.
So who protects us?
That would be me. At least I'm supposed to.
With this one little ship?
No, I am just one of the many members of the Protectorate here on Earth. It is my job when I see something happening to alert the fleet so that they can all come and bring the offending parties to justice.
So where's the fleet?
The entire fleet was called away to the far ends of the universe on an urgent mission, just as these guys decided to show up.
I smell a rat.
You're not the only one. But the problem is we're dealing with intergalactic law.
What?
The only way they can get away with this, legally, is if there is no reservation here because the human race no longer exists.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, I didn't write the script, Esty. Look, here's the deal. I know a lot about these aliens, and they are not friendly. The Amalekite Corporation is known to have perpetrated all kinds of moral abuses across the known galaxy. Nobody has ever tried to exploit this loophole because it is so absurd.
So what can we do to stop them?
Well, their prime concern is making this legal. They are not heading for Washington, D.C. They're not heading for New York City. They're heading for NAS Oceana.
Why would they do a stupid thing like that?
NORAD can fire any number of nukes as it wants, but ultimately every ICBM is entirely predictable. Have you ever heard of the Iron Dome?
That thing the Israelis have that intercepts rockets in under 30 seconds? Oh.
Exactly. The only weapons on this planet with the unpredictability and firepower to pose a threat to these ships are fighter jets. The human race is going to need a lot of brave pilots today, Esty. Otherwise, it will be the end of the human race.
I have to warn them.
Yes, but we have to do this the right way. Otherwise, they'll drag me away to a lab and dissect me. You set the stage. When the moment is right, tap your watch.
Wait, you haven't even told me what your name is.
It's Mo. At least that's what my friends call me. Ready?
Ready.
Lieutenant,
Yes.
these images just came in for you from the Green Bank telescope.
Okay, thank you. And they didn't have the balls to do it themselves. Captain Maywatch?
Yes, Lieutenant.
I think you should take a look at this.
I will call NORAD immediately. They will need to make sure that this report gets secondary verification.
Once you've done that, I have some additional intelligence.
Understood, Lieutenant. I'm going to call NORAD, and I want these files sent over immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
The findings from Green Bank have been verified by other telescopes. One of those alien vessels is coming toward Earth at great speed. Lieutenant, I never dreamed I would live to see the day where we would make contact with people from another world.
What if they're not friendly, ma'am?
If that's the case, we would have expected all the vessels to converge on Earth at the same time, wouldn't we have?
Yes.
All right, you said you had an additional source of information.
I was on the boardwalk, and I saw this man. He approached me, and I thought he was either a spy or a kook. He told me all about the enemy vessels coming our way, which really unnerved me. And that was even before I saw anything from Green Bank. He looked human enough to me. Think about it. This protector had no need until today to reveal himself to us. He claims that the only reason he did this was because his backup had been mysteriously drawn away, giving these guys just enough time to get rid of us, and that he knows what their first target will be.
Well, how do we tell good aliens from bad aliens?
Would you want to talk to him?
Will he talk to me?
As long as you promise not to dissect him.
You have my word.
Are you ready?
Do it. Jesus Christ! Stand down, sailor! Stand down!
Don't you need a visitor's pass?
Yes, no, not today. Dismiss. I am Captain Ash Maywatch, in command of the Naval Air Station Oceana.
I am Commander Mordecai of the Galactic Protectorate. I've spent the last 30 years protecting this planet under the Galactic Protection Treaty. Thank you for seeing me, Captain Maywatch, and for forgoing the dissection. I'm here to help you in any way I can. Unfortunately, our protective fleet has vanished at this moment of need. So at this point in time, there's nothing further to do but to dig in.
Yes, Lieutenant here tells me that you suspect this to be a threat to Earth. But this is the first time we've had contact with aliens from other stars. We have been dreaming of this for centuries. Whatever your suspicions, we cannot be the ones to fire the first shot.
With respect, Captain, this is your second encounter with an alien being. I've spent the majority of my life on this planet, getting ready to protect this planet when it had the most urgent need. These people who come, these aliens, are not here on a peace mission. They are here to destroy this Earth.
Do you think we are insane? Oceana is not our first line of defense. The world's nuclear stockpile doesn't exist because we don't trust each other. It exists for situations exactly like this.
Captain Maywatch, think about it. Nuclear weapons are woefully inadequate because they are so predictable. They have a predictable flight and can be easily taken out of the sky. Haman and the Humankind Corporation have done their homework. They know that only human pilots have a fighting chance of defending this planet. Captain, I implore you, you will not have to fire the first shot. But unless you take drastic action, this air station will be obliterated.
Yes, Commander, I understand your warning, but I have my orders to follow. I have been told that we must communicate and try to welcome our alien guests. We will not fire the first shot. Nevertheless, I'm not going to dismiss what you've told me. I will communicate your concern to our government, and they in turn to other governments of the world. We will take what precautions we can. In the meantime, Petty Officer?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep the lieutenant and her guest under guard. Ensure they speak to no one. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Our first move is to send out a welcome wagon and see how our alien guests receive it. But before that, I have some calls to make.
Ma'am, welcome wagon is in the air. 30 seconds until first contact. Video stream is live.
Affirmative, Ensign, we see you. Lieutenant Tobacco, is our first attack wing ready?
Fueled and on the tarmac, ma'am.
first images of the alien vessels streaming from the welcome wagon now.
Command, we are 10 kilometers out and are transmitting the welcome signals now in all frequencies. Ma'am, no response, and the alien vessel is not slowing. Command, this is Welcome Wagon. The alien vessel is accelerating. I believe they intend...
Lieutenant, get those birds airborne!
Immediately, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have NORAD on the phone. They want to try the nuclear option.
Tell them that our informant strongly recommends against that action. If those nukes fall, they'll fall on American cities. It's up to air power to get the job done.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank God it's not tour season.
This is Bandit 1 to all pilots. Standard attack formation, Gamma Alpha Gamma. Remember that our mission is to keep these bastards from making landfall at all costs.
Captain, this isn't going to work. Their flight pattern is too predictable.
This is standard operating procedure for all aerial engagements.
Captain, standard operating procedure will get these men killed.
This is Bandit 1. We have a visual on the target. Permission to engage.
Granted. Give them everything you got.
Bandit 1 to all pilots. Let them have it. Woohoo! Ma'am, she's bleeding!
Get it, Bandit. Now, damage is only superficial.
Captain, we are reading immense energy fluctuations.
Every bird we have airborne now!
Captain, that's more than 200 birds. We
Do
have
it
never...
now! Commander, I am sorry I did not heed your warning. How can we get that ship down?
Tell your pilots to fly evasively. Forget their training. When they get within 3 clicks of the enemy vessel, they should begin to target their engines. If the enemy cannot predict their flight pattern, then they will have a much harder time targeting and shooting the planes down.
Don't they have fighters of their own?
That's the irony, Captain. Your so-called capital ship was designed as a mining ship. It is not designed for atmospheric combat, and it carries no fighters. In their arrogance, the Amalek Corporation thought they could simply crush you with heavy lasers. That will be their undoing.
So what part of the ship is most vulnerable?
Tell your fighters to concentrate their firepower on the engines. If your fighters can overwhelm their targeting computers en masse, then their lasers won't be able to hold them off.
wings. Concentrate your firepower on the engines. When you are within 3 clicks, use any and all evasive maneuvers to avoid those laser cannons. Stay unpredictable. That is your greatest advantage over the enemy. That ship must not make landfall. I repeat, that ship must not make landfall.
Captain, we are taking heavy losses, but landing some solid hits on those engines.
All pilots, stay evasive. Fly as close to the capital ship as you can. Hit them hard. We're taking this thing down.
There's a chance I may be able to take those scumbags alive and find out how they did this. Coming?
Yes, let's go.
Take one of these. It's set for stun. If it's an alien, drop it.
This is a Nerf gun.
I made a few modifications.
Hurry, we must flee.
Under Articles 16, 18, and 45 of the Intergalactic Preservation Treaty, I could arrest you for the attempted genocide of this species. But instead, I'm going to blow your head off, unless you tell me where my fleet is.
Precious Protector General was only too eager to move the fleet when I discovered the mountain of corpses he had built his career on. Now do continue and read me my rights. I do so.
I've got them all locked up. They'll need to answer for what they have done here.
Mo, this is a hard thing for me to say. I've never met anybody quite like you. Would you consider please staying?
Esther, these criminals, including the Protector General himself, have to stand trial for these crimes.
Well, once you're all done with that, would you consider?
Esther, it's not that simple. You're not ready. Humankind is not ready for the truth.
What truth?
Remember this, Esther. It is not our species or DNA that make us who we are. It's our actions.
Hallelujah.
have time for scum like you. Sorry, wrong accent.
I am Captain Ash Maywatch, Naval Station Air Oceana. Do you think we are insane?
If your fighters can overwhelm their targeting computers en masse, then their lasers won't be able to lock on to them and they will be ineffective. Therefore,
Yes.
A little louder, maybe. It's rolling. It's rolling. That's okay.
Yes.
No, wait. He hasn't put it back in his trousers yet. Okay, now.
Yes.
I don't blame you. I've got them all locked up. They'll need to answer for what they have done here.
Mo, I've never said anything like this before, but I've never met somebody like you. Would you consider staying?
Esther, these criminals and the Protector General himself have to stand. That was such a good
Oh, Esther, it
one.
was so beautiful.
That was so good.
It was so good.
It was. So what?
You ruined it. Do not say my lines. No. Okay. Stop, please. I don't know where to move it. I don't know where to go. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Esther. Okay.
That's, by the way, my sister's nickname.
Say, no, don't move,
Don't move. You gotta stay right
I didn't move the other foot. I didn't move the other foot. I'm actually here.
It messed it up. You cannot move it all.
No. Oh, shit.
You can't mess it, because it's got to be the perfect transition without moving.
I understand. Like this. Okay.
I love it. Okay. Did you have a brave face on? I hope so.
I don't know what I have on.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know that I have 2 dads, and yeah, you're a terrible person. I hate you. Oh! I love men. I love men. Jewish men. I love men. I love to shower with men. Yeah. Men are so fun to shower with because they smell so good after they use the shampoo. We're going down. No, go up. No, we're going down. Go up.
Do some more. More of that.
Oh, more of that.
Yeah. We're going down.
Oh, we're going down. No, we gotta go up. Go back up. I'm telling you, go back up.